Yo, 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 what's good? Thank you for coming to the House of Barf. I'm Chairman, and before we get started, I would just like to emphasize that the content that we share on House of Barf is for informational and entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors, and the information provided should not be considered as professional financial advice. Investing and financial decisions involve risk. It is crucial to do your own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any financial choices. The opinions expressed on House of Barf are of our own and do not reflect the views of any organizations that we may be affiliated with. Please remember that past performance is not indicative of future results, and the financial landscape can change rapidly. Always conduct thorough due diligence and seek financial advice from a financial advisor tailored to your personal needs and circumstances. By listening to this podcast, you agree that the host and in the future, if we have any guests, are not responsible for any financial decisions you make as a result of the information presented on House of Barf. Now let's dive into today's episode. Yo, 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 what's good? It's Chairman House of Barf. What's popping? What's locking? What's dropping? Brand new whip just hopped in. Yo, just getting up. Don't have a lot of time. I actually have a little bit of a delay due to the inclement weather. So got a few more minutes to do a couple things. I wanted to do a little research on was JetBlue supposedly had their antitrust judgment made yesterday. And also I want to take a look at this Kathy Wood lady. For some reason, she's kind of been the topic. I've been hearing about her a lot lately with ARK Investments. I apologize if so many people are like, come on, you don't know Kathy. You don't know Kat. Like, nah, dog. Just everybody keeps talking about this ARK Invest, and I just kind of want to get to know a little bit more about her. So, because I may be looking into some of these ARK Invest. I will admit to you, one thing I'm looking for is this. One thing that really breaks my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And if this is who you are, this is who you are. All right. But what we do to people, I'm sorry, I mentioned this before. What we do to people in business, like I was watching the Iowa caucus, Republican caucus, whatever. And, I mean, you could see the women in there in full body suits. Like they were about to go like scuba diving or something. And then, of course, they got like deep voices and whatnot. And I'm like, these are some beautiful women up there. And we're like turning them in to like sea creatures, like, with these full body swimsuits on while they're trying to do their job. I'm sorry if they want to show some cleavage or something. Not saying that they got to. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, God forbid a woman show some cleavage, and what? Little Timmy is off in his bedroom, doing Lord knows what, Got to put him on a jerk-off crucifixion cross because he got a little aroused by the lady on the television screen. It's like, come on. What are we doing in business? We're turning the men into women and the women into men. I'm sorry if that sounds some type of phobic, but it's like, there's only one kind of person that can kind of appear to be themselves until 15 years later you find out that they were locking people up in their closet and sexually or having sexual whatever. I don't know. I'm not saying that's true or not. But it only seems like there's one type of person who can appear to kind of be themselves. And yeah, I'm not going to get into it. So looking up Kathy Wood, I want to find out who she is. And I'm not saying maybe this is really who she is. Who knows? But I already kind of have an idea. She's probably, I don't know, low tone, covered up to the chin, So I want to look her up, see what she's about. Bitcoin ETFs. Do I feel like looking them up right now? Not really. So let me go ahead and take a look at this JetBlue thing because currently right now, full disclosure, I am invested in JetBlue. Not one of the best decisions, I know. But I am. It's true. Uh, I saw it was at like 15-year lows. I said, man, you know what? This may be a good opportunity. Now, the thing is with opportunity, with investing, one thing I'm also noticing is you also have to have the right time frame. So, for example, in my situation, it's not the right time frame. You may have the right idea. JetBlue, maybe trying to join the big, 4 or 5 airlines to take over, blah, blah, blah. Fantastic analysis. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. Let me go to Yahoo real quick and even take a look at their numbers. They're probably awful. Let's see. Let's take a look. Um, and when I mean they're turning the men into women, I don't really mean that, but like you're not gonna have a guy unless he's like what Tony Robbins or something who comes in with the like not saying you even have to have a deeper voice. If that's not your voice, that's not your voice. You could have a higher pitched voice, but it seems like a lot of times, um, some people I'm not sure or not. It's like is that really their voice? That's really their voice. Oh, okay, okay. I wasn't sure. Why is it? It's so squeaky and so whiny. And then the women, it's like, man, she got more bass than what is his name? Barry. I forget his name. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, what is going on here? And then you go to college and you start finding out what's going on. Some college programs will tell you know men with hair to cut it. Nobody wants to see that. Your sales does not just begin with your knowledge; it begins with your image. So you have a cookie cutter, and you notice you can look at somebody and tell what they do as an occupation, even probably if they're in their regular clothes. You can say, "I bet you're a lawyer, aren't you?" Or "I bet you're a doctor, aren't you?" Or "I bet you're a financial person, aren't you?" That's why it throws people off so much when they be like, "What career path do you take?" Like, I work in a. I'm not like an expert or anything, but I work in finances. And they're like, "No way! Look at that shaggy beard! Look at that shaggy beard! Look at that! Look at that! Look at you! You look like a bum." It's like, hey, look, I didn't claim to be like Warren Buffett or anything. I just work in the industry. Well, you don't look rich. I'm not rich. It's like I'm just a regular Joe Schmo. Matter of fact, I'm in debt, and it's not that good debt Robert Kiyosaki always talks about. I got that bad debt, that car loan debt, that that real estate debt. No rental property. Just I live in that bitch, empty as a bitch. It's. I mean, I've been torn apart. Yeah, nah, I don't got that good life. No, and it's like why don't you become a lawyer or something? It's like, dude, look, that's not my field. And why you don't become rich? Look, man, I just invest, man. I'm not saying I'm an expert, okay? So if you got a bank account, you're investing. You're investing in the banking industry. And if you got some bills, some treasuries, you're investing in the government. And if you got some stocks, you're investing in corporations. Does that necessarily mean you're rich? No. I'm just out here chilling, man, trying to do my thing. And if I can help some individuals, I will. In the meanwhile, we're just out here trying to have a good time. I'm trying to keep the faith, trying to stay positive, and have a great time. I will admit I am feeling a lot better. I think I'm over it. Um, so we can get back to it. So taking a look at some of JetBlue's financials real quick. To be honest, their cost of revenue, which I'm not exactly sure exactly what all that means, but their total revenue is not the issue. They bring in about this. They bring in consistent revenue. Their issue is how much is it costing them to maintain the business? Fuel, maintenance and repairs, uh, landing fees, DDA costs, and other costs. That other cost, that's kind of like my miscellaneous on my budget when I make a budget. I know what that miscellaneous is. Too much sauce. Um, yeah, and that eats into all their profits. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what the shareholders look like. Let's see shareholders' equity. Um, let me see. Where's the shareholder I'm sorry. Let me try to speak. Let me see whether I'm trying to look for shareholders equity. I want to see how many people actually invest. Where is shareholders? Okay, forget about it. I can't find it right now. Let me go look at the EBIT and the EBITDA. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's not too good. Um, Net income from continuing operations. Net minority interest doesn't look amazing either. Okay, so again, so the time frame of your not your analysis, our analysis lined up with the time frame of when you're actually trying to achieve. I understand people look at charts, they say I just like to follow trends and try to follow the volume and everything. I get it. I understand. Sometimes there's also um I don't know what kind of analysis is. There's like 30 different analysis, okay? But sometimes there's a for me like I think this might be a good opportunity. I think they may have like bottomed out or topped out. Topped out, I'm more a little bit cautious on because I've had experience with that, not with my own portfolio, but with other people, where they're like, "Oh yeah, this company's topped out. There's no way they're going any higher. Sell, buy or not sell, but buy a put on it, and then they go up more." And I'm like, "Whoa!" Now bottomed out. See, the thing is with bears are going to try to cover. There's one thing about bears. They're going to try to cover because, again, if I'm correct, don't quote me if I'm, talk to your financial advisor, your CPA, your lawyer, whatever. Um, you can't ride a company to free. That would be like, that would be the best short ever, right? You could just short it, goes down to zero, you keep 100% of your short. That to me that makes sense. Where do you want to buy this back at? Zero. All right, it's complimentary. Like bet, but I don't believe in the market. You can buy anything back at zero. You know what I'm saying? So short interest actually at some point is going to kind of cover themselves. They don't want. And then on the other end, when you go long, which means you're buying the underlying, low and you're trying to go high, um, for the most part, all you can lose is whatever you put in. So you get it. If you put in $1 and the underlying stock goes to zero, the most you could lose is what you put in is that dollar. As long as it's not like on margin or anything, you know what I'm saying? Or as long as it's not like leveraged or anything. On the short side, you could have theoretically infinite losses. If you wake up one day and that stock you shorted has a sideways 8, I've never seen it before, but let's just say it just went to infinity. You're screwed. And guess what your broker dealer is going to do? They're going to close out your position, lock in those losses for you, and then if you don't pay them back, they're going to send you to arbitration. And they're going to figure out a way to get this money. And you can try to sit around and say you're not going to pay them. They're going to run you through arbitration. Um, how do I know it? I worked on a few of those cases. Um, I wasn't an arbitrator. It was a different role. So yes, 15-year low with JetBlue. Numbers don't look great. Um, Great idea, but I have bills coming in and out the wazoo. I ain't kidding, man. Honestly, it hit me in the chest this morning. It really did. I even going to bed last night was like these bills just keep flying in. They fly in like a bird that, what I'm saying, just flies into your window. You know what I'm saying? Except they're coming through. Oh, what's this? Oh, another bill. Oh, great. All right. How much do I own? $15,000. Oh, okay. Like so and you know, you hit, you're in this spot where it's like, okay, you could try not to pay the bill maybe for 30 days, see if you can do something in the market. But then you're like, I'm getting behind, and you withdraw, try to take the bills, and it gets crazy. All right. So I'm trying to stay on top of it, just trying to stay positive, trying to seriously, keep the faith. Uh, I have a birthday coming up soon, so I got some free food coming in from restaurants that I go to, and they're like, "Hey, happy birthday! Here's some free food." I'm like, you know what? Couldn't have been a better time. I may actually need to utilize that free food coupon. But yeah, so that's only one thing I would say. I'm not saying I'm perfect at this at all. Honestly, I listen occasionally to some other people's podcasts, and they got it down packed. I mean, you could tell they put some real research behind their podcast. I mean, they try to hit all the points. They say everything so accurately. I'm like, wow, that's great stuff. This is the podcast people should be listening to, and that's why people are listening to those podcasts. I see them. Shit would be like 18,000 views, 34,000 views, 100,000 views. Say, oh shit, and that's just one episode. You know what I'm saying? That's just one. So I get it. I'm like, yo, this joint over here, it's all in the name. House of Barf. I'm cooling. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, um, so I went to Best Buy. Oh shit, that's another bill I gotta pay. So I went to Best Buy. I thought my credit card was cool. You know what I'm saying? So I go actually to try to buy like a little small camera and a little small microphone. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, decline. And oh shit, what the fuck? What's going on? Actually, it was because my card expired. So, all right, card's expired. Cool. I'll apply for, just to get a new card. Man, they like, nah, doc. Nah. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nah. Like, nah, you don't qualify no more. I'm like, this isn't about qualification. I'm talking about just send me a new card. They're like, yeah, it don't work that way. You got to get your shit together. I'm like, okay, thank you, bye. You know, now you think about me renewing your card again. And not to mention I'm there with my little people. And they're like, yay, we're about to get a camera, and we're about to get the microphone, and yeah, we're about to really be doing this. And it was like, little Timmy, I'm sorry, not today. It's like, oh, Dad, it's cool. I'm like, damn, I feel like that dad and fucking blow sitting there. And look, one thing about me real quick, I try to be thorough with my fam. Like, at least if there's anybody with my little ones, I try to be thorough. And even with my estranged spouse, that's where some of the arguments started, because I was like, man, can you believe what happened to me today? Why is manager going to try to put me on some type of probation or some shit? Not knowing, I understand why other guys don't be telling their spouse that shit. I always thought that was a coward move. I'm like, why are you scared of your spouse? Taking fake trips to McDonald's and sitting in the parking lot for hours just so that when she leaves, you can go back in the house and then leave again, so that, like, I was like, whoa, that's some crazy shit. Just tell her you got fired. Well, now I can see why you don't tell him. But the good thing is, if you never said anything, some things would have never got exposed. Seriously, there's some shit that's been going on that if now that would have been the worst. If I never would have said anything and everybody tried to play it like it was hunky dory and everything, and then all that shit that was going on would have just kind of kept going on under the table, or would have kind of just been like, all right, well, we got to cut this off by, or whatever it was, man. And then I would have just been sitting there like, da 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 da. Just moving right along. You know what I'm saying? Blind as a fucking bat. So glad. So glad that shit came to the surface. What happens in the motherfucking dark will always come to light. Like, it's like, wow. And that's me too. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, trust me, I am trying to work on getting the camera and shit and the microphone. And when I get the right setup, I'm telling y'all, like, you're going to really, not really see. It's nothing special. It's still House of Barf with the podcast. Except you'll be able to see my, I don't know, face. I mean, what is it? Show your face! Like, I guess if you really want to see it, it's nothing special. It's actually, I'd say it's pretty average. But what we can do is also get the surveys and the polls and stuff going on so that we can have a little bit more of an interaction. I got this company here, GHA Marketing. I don't know. They haven't got back to me, but they're talking about they'll help me with, like, I don't know, marketing and shit. I don't know. They haven't got back to me, but it's all good. And we'll get that more interaction going, which is more important than you seeing my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really gotta work on it. I gotta work on my health and try to get it back together. But more importantly than seeing my face, it's going to be the same exact show. I mean, the same not show, but the same exact conversations. There's really no need to see my face. The only other thing I can think about is you can actually see me, have the bev with y'all. We can have our toast, like Andy Cohen, drink every time Chan talks about the Midwest. Go Chiefs, go Lions. You know, um, growing back up in the Midwest, we ain't take shit from nobody. So drink every time Chan Man talks about the Midwest. But yeah, let's go ahead. So again with the analysis, it's like, you know, you want to line that shit up. You want to just make sure it's lined up so that when you're trying to execute, and this is one thing that real good traders, I would say, are really good on, is they are like, here it is. We've been waiting for this for weeks. They're picking the right entry. They set their alerts, everything, blah, blah, blah. They do everything fantastic. And they are able to get that money at the right time instead of sitting around like, oh, I think this is going to be perfect. I don't know. Let's just say um the US Fed is going to cut the interest rates, and that is going to I don't know what it is, blah 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 bing 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 boom boom boom. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to go ahead and invest in this. All right, fantastic. um Let me see. I'm sorry. I really hope there's no like think I may have gotten a margin call. I think that's regulation T. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Seriously. I can't take any more. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just something they gotta fix in the system. I gotta check. I think I got a regulation T call, which I gotta make sure. 1 second. Uh, let me see. I'm like, yo, okay, maybe it's just something they gotta fix in the system. Cause I'm like, yo, it's not true. But okay, cool. Um, all right, whatever. I'll address that in a little bit. I even kind of lost track of what I was discussing. Um, but yeah, essentially, that's what the real good traders do. They set it up. They basically sniper that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I guess if you wanted to say, you got kind of a couple different approaches. Okay. Um, um, I guess how people would say, you can sniper something, you can shotgun something, or I don't know, you can kind of like machine gun something. All right. Or you can flashlight something, or you can fog light something. So essentially, you got the right gist, right? Technology is going to go crazy. What do I want to do? I'm gonna just pick a bunch of stocks. You got a bunch of money. You got big money. So you're just gonna pick a bunch of different stocks that you think are gonna do well, and you're just gonna cover the tech sector. Or you say, you know what? I don't got that much money. I don't got that much time. I don't feel like thinking about it. I'm gonna get some ARC, you know, tech, or some Vanguard tech, or some Schwab or Fidelity tech, or some broker's tech fund or something, right? Um, so essentially you can approach it with, you know what I'm saying? Or even on the other end, cost basis. I'm sorry, I know I'm changing the subject. When you're going to go sell, you can either just, pick FIFO, first in, first out, or whatever, one of those. Or you could pick spec ID, specification identification, where you pick the exact ones you want to get rid of based on your current situation. So same thing with, when you hit the spot, it's like, oh man, hospitality is going to be going up, or when you snipe it, you can say, okay, this is the pick right here. This is it. And this is kind of what I love touching base with my trap stars, because I really know you got the mentality, you got the brain, you got the power. It's just more so um channeling that energy and that pain. I know that pain and that strain of watching um watching your father go into the ground because he got a heart attack or whatever. I don't know all the pain. I don't know it for a fact. I can empathize. And then watching your mom have to pick up another shift or another job to maintain the bills. And then watching those envelopes, or maybe they're not envelopes. Well, they're envelopes at a certain point. You signed up for paperless mail, but for some reason envelopes keep coming in. And you've seen those envelopes. Final urgent warning, final warning. And you got a sibling that's still innocent, but you can see the innocence is starting to leave because they're starting to catch on to what's going on. And what is your decision as an older sibling, as a younger sibling, middle sibling, whatever it is, in-law, outlaw, whatever it is to go get something done as quick and as fast as possible. The heat in the middle of winter is getting cut off. The refrigerator ain't got nothing except a bulb, So the easiest thing to do is you go play, and I don't like talking about the basketball court. I just know, because, when the wrong group of people get a hold of the basketball court, they just, I knew it. I knew it was that damn basketball court. There's too many people around there. It's like, nah, dog. No, it's a great place. It's a wonderful place. In my personal opinion, it's the best place. When you bury me under a basketball court, in Wichita, Kansas. Bury me on the Jayhawks or WSU's court, But trust me, the situation. Trust me, you know how bad it would be. You know how wonderful it would be right now, or how bad I would want to go get a bag, go do something, just to get the bills paid, But I'm sacrificing my integrity, my ethics, all those intangibles that don't feed you. You can't put ethics on a fucking plate. You can't put integrity in your fucking stomach. You can't take a shower with loyalty. Can't stay warm with faith. But on the other end, I do have little ones that I have to look at every day. And got to look at them every day and let them know that when they look their father in the eyes and the world felt like the world was against me, and it felt like I was hanging off the cliff and I was at the end of my rope, that I didn't start giving out blowjobs or selling ass. I didn't go rob anybody. I didn't go start scamming. Maybe I should have. Shit. I see the scam artists. You see them. You see what they get. What do? They scam, get tens of thousands of dollars every day. Then what happens? They're usually sometimes not from the United States. They get deported, sent back home. And then what? Come back right back and do it again. Got the lifestyle. And I'm over here trying to make breakfast with a rotten onion. And it's okay. Because at least I can show my little ones, look, at all times, everything's not going to be good. There are going to be times when things are good. There's going to be times when things are bad. And when times are bad, you got to stand. Stand on those 10 toes of yours. Even if a couple of them toes are missing or if your ankles are broken, you got to stand on it. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm preaching. It's just important to me because you see it with the young trap stars. The shit is tough. So, I be forgetting how I get on topic sometimes. I really forgot how I got on that topic. But, in that case, maybe I should just go ahead and take just a quick break or something real quick. And seriously, man, this is not teaching. I'm not preaching, nothing. I'm really just doing research, turn on my mic, and I just started talking. So here, quick. I feel like Sally Jesse Raphael. Let's take a quick break. We're going to be right back. It's like, all right, this Chairman House of Barf. Introducing the Listener Support Program. fueling the future and quality of House of Barf. Dear loyal listeners, at the House of Barf, we strive to bring you the most engaging, informative, and entertaining content every day into the world of business, accounting, regulation, and finance. We strive to provide you with expert knowledge, practical tips, and thought-provoking discussions to help you excel in your financial endeavors. We are dedicated to fostering meaningful conversations, sharing valuable insights, and creating a community of like-minded individuals who are passionate about business, accounting, regulation, and finance. Producing high-quality content requires dedication, resources, and effort from a talented team of one, me, but in the future, hopefully I'll have a team. That's why we are excited to introduce our listener support program. This initiative allows you, our cherished audience members, to play a pivotal role in shaping the future and the content and assuring House of Barf's sustainability. In the future, becoming a supporter, you'll be able to enjoy a range of exclusive benefits. Benefits that I'm hoping to be able to bring eventually: early access to episodes, access to episodes that are not, public, that are not accessible to everyone, possibly even create better content. And then all those mistakes I make, maybe I'll put them in a separate episode. You'll be able to get some behind the scenes stuff, and other exclusive things such as merchandise. Possibly I have a children's book coming out, may be able to offer that. Your support goes directly towards enhancing the quality of our content, expanding our reach, our research, and investing in new resources and technology to bring you even better experiences. Your contribution will help us continue to deliver thought-provoking discussions, captivating stories, and insightful I didn't mean to say that. Maybe in the future, may possibly interview someone that will keep you engaged and inspired. Join us in shaping the future of House of Barf by becoming a supporter today. Your generosity empowers us to keep our conversations alive and ensures that we can contribute to provide valuable content to audiences around the United States and hopefully in the future of the world. To support us, simply visit podcasters.spotify.com. Then you can get to House of Barf. Also, it is on Spotify. And support this podcast and become a supporter, and choose a membership tier that aligns with your preferences. Every contribution, no matter how small or how big, makes a meaningful impact and is deeply appreciated. Thank you for being an essential part of our journey. With your support, we can reach new heights and create content that truly resonates with you, our incredible listeners. God bless. Happy listening. I'm Chan Man. This is House of Barf. Again, if you would like, you can visit podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/Chan-man7. And you can go to support this podcast and become a supporter today. Thank you. You can also reach me at c287gph@gmail.com. Thank you again. You have a wonderful day. God bless. Yo, what's good, Shaman House of Barf? Thank you so much. But seriously, it gets tough. It really does. But just showing that, I tried to keep my integrity, tried to keep my head, my chin up strong. I tried to keep my, and thank you so much to everybody who came back. I really do appreciate it. But just make sure I keep, my loyalty, to my fam. Don't go around backstabbing, make sure I keep my faith in God, that God will do all things, and that my true treasures rely in heaven, and that any weapon that's ever formed against me will not prosper, and allowing them to see, look, when times were bad, you didn't see me fold. Okay? It's tough stuff. It's tough stuff. Okay? But, however, touching on, shotgunning, machine gun kellying it, and sniping it. Okay. So sniping it, I would say, is when you put your analysis together along with your order types, your hedges, or whatever it is, and you snipe that position. Essentially, I would never recommend this. But everybody knows if you're an investor, the shit that you put on public, the shit that you say in public is nowhere near the shit that you do in real life. And not saying for every investor, but in real life. See, I'm doing a little bit of both. I'm trying to balance and trying to like day trade. So I got a few different day trades. You know what I'm saying? A few different companies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do a little bit of both. But in these last final days, I'm coming down to my last final days before shit's about to really get real. Like really real. It's been real, but it's starting to get even more real. Okay. So with that, I'm about to have to try to snipe something. I'm about to have to. I'm about to have to take it all, put it on one trade. I don't even got eligibility because my accounts are getting depleted. So my eligibility, because easily, if I had the bread, I would just buy like 10 calls on something. I've been looking at this company called Meli, I can't even pronounce it. Some Argentina e-commerce company that's been killing the game. You know, I've been looking at them, S&P X, whatever, and shit. Just give me 10 calls on that if I can afford it. I can't afford it. That's $166,000. That's $495,000. I ain't got that type of money. But I got $4,000 and the contract costs $4 or some shit. And I can get like 10 of them joints, or it costs $40 and I can get 10 of them joints. You know what I'm saying? And you try to hit this. You try to hit this with precision. You try to hit it with precision because shit, daddy got to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Got to pay them bills. And also, I will admit, self-control. Is my self-control the best? Nah, it's not the best at all. Occasionally, that's something I got to work on, something I got to work on. But, so I'm looking at some of these trades. I'm like, okay, I might have bought myself possibly like another 30 days. Okay. Not completely, but I may have bought myself another 30 days. And with that, I'm going to try not to make, any more like withdrawals. I mean, I still got to survive out here. I still got to put some money in my pocket just to get by. But any more major withdrawals for like 30 days. Okay. And I know the first is going to be here in like 2 weeks. And that's when all the shit's going to start back up. So the next 14, 15 days, I'm going to be trying to snipe some positions. I'm not going to be sitting here trying to diversify between all these other stocks. Now listen, this is not advice. Please do not listen to Broke Man Chan Man. Broke Man Investments. Okay. Try to take all that pain and all that anger of companies that overlooked you, the people who've done you wrong, and I'm trying to channel it into just like one particular stock on the day after doing the technical. This is the shit where you stay up basically a whole night. You know what I'm saying? You stay up a whole night watching the whole stock throughout the whole evening, making sure no news came out at 3:00 over there in London or something, just making sure. And then you wake up in the morning, it's 9:30, and you're like, okay, here we go. Here we go. You put that order type in, you put your limit in, you put your loss in, or a hedge, or you put in the hedge and then you put your order types on the hedge, or whatever it is. However you do it, that's your strategy. This is not advice, okay? There's a plethora, a multitude of strategies out there, okay? And you just basically say, okay, how am I going to approach this? That's like saying to somebody, there's only one way to talk to a woman. And I'm sorry, maybe somebody says, man, I've been saying the same thing for 30 years. I know I haven't been. Only because, like, I haven't even started social media dating. I seriously, the last time I was dating, I think Match.com was just getting started. eHarmonies, those were getting started. And I know everybody's like, well, now it's time to get you a portfolio. I'm like, I'm okay right now. Okay, I'm gonna get it. Trust me. I'm not trying to move fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to move fast. I'm good. I've had my girlfriends in the past. You know, I'm good right now. I'm really good. And yeah. So, but in the future, trust me. Like right now, I'm working on a couple projects, as y'all know. I'm a little hesitant to talk about them because I got all this illegal shit going on. But I got a couple projects I'm working on, and if things go well, that shit is going to have me possibly doing a little bit of traveling. And when I'm doing my traveling, you best believe, you know what I'm saying, best believe. Now, if things go well, if not, then it may not go well. We don't know. We don't know how. I can't predict the future, but that's going to give me plenty of opportunities to make new friends, and be able to wake up in the morning, hit the gym, you know what I'm saying, get breakfast, go do what I got to do, and then make me some new friends. So I'm not in no rush to come around and show everybody, check out my new friend. Nah, Doc, I'm good. Before you know it, I'm going to be breaking her heart. She's going to be breaking my heart with two broken hearts, So I'm going to be looking at some snipes moving forward, okay? Only because, I'm balls out in the middle of winter, so I got to look for some snipes. I can't keep doing this whole diversification thing. It's not that it's not working. It's also that the technical analysis may not be lining up perfectly. Or the time frame is not meeting up. Because seriously, as they say, if you follow somebody long enough, you'll catch them doing something they shouldn't be doing. If I follow these stocks long enough, you'll see them start to have a bullish run. Look, what is it right now? I'm in Carnival, Marathon Oil, and JetBlue. You know what I'm saying? At some point, I could be wrong, but at some point, you're going to see them have a bullish run. Oil prices, of course, are going to get gouged at some point. Carnival, people want to go start taking their cruises. And JetBlue, people are going to get tired of taking the Southwest and everything. And eventually, hopefully, stuff in East Europe calms down. And the Air Serbia takes off. Who knows? I could be wrong. My analysis could be way off. But that could take years. Here, I got to get ready to get my day started. I want to thank y'all so much. I'm going to get back. Trust me, I'm going to be back in a little bit. And then we're going to really hop into this market. Thank you so much to anybody and everybody who thank you so much to everybody who stops by the house. I appreciate it. I'm Chairman. This is House of Barf. Blech. I am thrilled to introduce you to an exciting new storybook journey that I believe will capture your imagination. Allow me to present Langston Manxton's Coolamade Stand Adventure, a compelling short story that promises to transport you to a world of interest, excitement, and learning. The title of the book is Langston Manxton's Coolamade Stand Adventure by Chandler Hayes. In a world of colorful imagination and captivating stories, a new children's book has emerged to empower our young minds with crucial life lessons, life skills, and financial literacy. Langston Manxton's Coolamade Stand Adventure is a cheering short story written by a talented Black author who understands the importance of equipping our youth in the early stages of life with the tools they need to navigate the realm of money, savings, and smart choices. Meet Langston Manxton and his imaginary best friend, Zonky, a pink elephant, two curious souls who embark on an adventure around the vibrant landscape of Wichita, Kansas, where Langston Manxton sets out to accomplish multiple goals and is met with obstacles that he must overcome. Langston Manxton and Zonky discover valuable lessons of talking about finances in the home in order to gain knowledge. Langston Manxton, with a little bit of confidence, the guidance of supportive parents, the help of community members like Mr. Tiller, and his imaginary best friend Zonky, Langston Manxton learns about the value of money and how to save, the importance of making thoughtful spending decisions, the significance of thinking outside the box when met with challenges with money, and the joys of sharing with others. Through relatable experiences and engaging storytelling, young readers are introduced to the fundamental concepts of money, such as earning, saving, and spending responsibly. Langston Manson set savings goals, teaching children the importance of planning for future needs and dreams. The book celebrates diversity and the different perspectives on money, shedding light on its role in different people's lives. The characters' interactions emphasize the joys of serving others, the gift of sharing, and making a positive impact in their community. The pages of Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure come to life with vibrant illustrations. The colorful and imaginative visuals not only captivate young readers, but also enhance their understanding of complex financial concepts. Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure is coming soon to bookstores and online realtors. It is a must-have addition to any child's library, fostering essential life skills while sparking the joy of reading. Empower the young minds in your life with the gift of financial literacy and imagination. Join Langston Manson, Zonky, family, and friends on their extraordinary journey of running a drink stand to set them on the path of a brighter future. Your opinion means a great deal to me. I would be honored if you would consider exploring Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure and sharing your thoughts. Your feedback could play an invaluable role in shaping the future of this project. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to discuss the book further, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Your support in spreading the word about Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure would mean the world to me, and I deeply appreciate your consideration. I am a passionate advocate for financial literacy. Me, Chandler Hayes, and am excited to join the community of storytellers. With a background in finances, I am driven to inspire children to embark on their own adventures of learning and discovery through the power of literature. Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure is a heartfelt endeavor to promote financial literacy in a fun and accessible way. As a Black author, I'm committed to providing children of all backgrounds with the tools for success, and I am proud to contribute to a more financially informed generation. Thank you for taking the time to explore this advertisement, and I look forward to the possibility of sharing this extraordinary literature adventure with you. Please feel free to contact me. You can reach me at the email c287gph@gmail.com. All right, thank you. Warmest regards. Have a great day. God bless.